Monsieur le Président.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I'd like to thank all my colleagues here, like my colleague from the bloc already said. We're all in this together because we must never forget this terrible episode in our history. 6 Canadians were struck down and 19 other people were injured. I'd like to express my love and solidarity for our brothers and sisters in the Muslim community all across Canada.
Today, as we were last year, I want on a personal note to extend my thanks to the Right Honourable Prime Minister for taking representatives, leaders of the other parties, our dear friend who's not here now, but Rana Ambrose on that airplane, the previous leader, member for Outremont. We were really together, standing on that cold, cold night with our candles, with thousands and thousands of Quebecers holding their small children with blankets and toques, children coming home from their hockey games, standing along the snowbanks to watch us, lit by candlelights, and by our grief in solidarity. There's only one thing I would want to add to what we have already said, and I want to thank the Prime Minister again for making it possible for representatives of all parties to travel together again today to Quebec City to stand in solidarity with the extraordinarily generous and open-hearted people of Quebec who were also victims of having such a terrible, terrible crime committed in their most beautiful city. That's another atrocity because it attaches to an open-hearted and wonderful city a crime that broke our hearts. I think it is appropriate that we heed the call of the National Council of Canadian Muslims that we make a permanent decision to create a day of remembrance on January 29th. But another action we can take to show our deep commitment is to recognize the heroism of Ayman Debali. Monsieur Debali reste comme quelqu'un.
Mr. Debali was seriously injured.
Again. He's a father of 3, originally from Tunisia, and when the gunman opened fire, he stood to attract attention and take more shots to try to protect other people. He has earned 2 MBAs at Laval since coming to this country. I think he must be an extraordinary human being, and I would hope that we can find a way, perhaps not as Parliament, but as individuals, could contribute to the fund to ensure that he has housing that is accessible, because he'll be in a wheelchair and his current housing won't work for that. I won't go on. I'm sure we all feel in our hearts how much we could do to say to our Muslim brothers and sisters across this country our deep, deep commitment that this never happen again. Assalamu alaikum. Shukran.